Hello, everybody. It's your girl, JD. And today I'm going to be talking to those that are looking to get into the logistics industry, specifically importing. And I'm going to be talking to some of the ones that may already be in that industry. Um, we're going to be talking about how to become a successful entry writer. Now, those of you that are in the industry, you know what that means. Those of you who do not know what that means, and let's just say you're out there looking for a job and you want to get a job in the, freight forwarding, customs brokerage kind of industry, the people who clear, the shipments through customs and stuff that comes in by air and stuff that comes in by ocean and whatnot. I'm talking to you about that industry because I'm going to give you some tips. I'm looking to mentor in that area. So if you also are in the industry and you want to mentor in that specific area of importing, look me up, send me, a message down below in the comments section. Like this channel, subscribe to it because I'm going to be giving tips here and there, from time to time on how you can become a better entry writer. Now, with that said, my first tip is you need to understand the process, the import process. So if you're working entries or if you're, doing paperwork, let's say for a customs broker, and you don't fully understand the process, that could be part of the problem as to why you're not successful in your current job and why it's becoming so humdrum to you or it's becoming overwhelming to you. You don't understand the lingo, you don't understand the transportation acronyms that are used, you don't understand the customs process. Why does customs reject things or seize things or, just hold things up? If you don't understand the process, you won't understand any of that. So my first tip to you, like I said, is understand what the import process is. What do you mean when it comes from another country? Is it formal or informal? What do you mean it needs another government agency's involvement in it, whether that be FDA, Fish and Wildlife, DOT, any of those, government agencies. And there are so many other government agencies that could be involved. So understand the import process, understand what's going on. And then you need to step 2 is you need to understand a cargo release and an entry release because those two things are completely different. And you're typing day to day, and some people don't understand it. They don't understand what the cargo release is, and they don't understand what the entry release is. One just releases the cargo to move from the airline or the steamship line. The other one puts that freight into the commerce of the United States. So when I say puts it into the commerce, it is now able to go to the store and you pay a particular fee for it and the store, makes a revenue from it. Well, until customs signs off on the entry, it's not considered in our commerce. You can't go selling it or anything like that. So those are little basic things. It may sound like it's, kind of, detailed and somewhat convoluted, but no, it's very, very basic. So if you want to learn the basics and if you want to, you know, be coached on how to better understand the import process, then look me up and I will put an email down below in the description box and we can discuss me becoming your mentor, your coach, We could set up tutoring sessions. Um, and I can just, if I get enough people who are interested in doing it, I'm more than open to doing like a short webinar. It'll be a free webinar on how to understand that. If you are just curious about the industry, by all means, look me up. Like I said, put a comment in the comment section, email me, and we'll get a dialogue going. But my goal is to better educate people about the industry, because when you have slowdowns at the terminal, you need to understand, what's going to happen with that. What is the ramification of that? Because it just snowballs, or it's just a domino effect as to how it affects, the stores, the clothing stores, the hardware stores, the supermarkets. Everybody's affected. How does that affect export? Now, export is not my uh, forte. It's not my niche. My niche is import. But import affects export and vice versa. And people a lot of times say, no, they're two different things. But they are. But because they have similar requirements, you do understand one somewhat. I do understand export needs somewhat, because just like it's exported from another country, it has to import into the United States or wherever it's being imported to. So you can't really know one without the other. So I'm licensed in the import side of it and not necessarily the export side of it. But I am able to understand the paperwork because, like I said, if it exports another country coming into the US, I need to be able to read that export documentation from the other country to know whether or not I have what I need to properly get it imported. So, those are the kinds of basic things that I would go over with you if you're interested. And I will be doing a blog. I'm going to, from time to time, have put my blogs on the channel, give you a website as I'm working on it, because like I said, there's a need for people to be properly trained. Your job doesn't have to be overwhelming for you. It doesn't have to be unpleasant for you. It's just a matter of understanding what you do. There used to be a book Customs gave out called Know Before You Go. Well, that's the same premise. Know before you start doing the work. um, I would like to walk people through import type situations if they're looking to get into this industry. Because even if you go on an interview and they say, there's no experience necessary, we will train. Yeah, they're going to train you. But a lot of times the industry is so fast paced that they don't have time to really get an understanding in your mind. They're going to tell you, this is what you type on this form, this is what you type on this form. And once you type that on that form, you key that in. But you need to understand that, because the more you understand it, you can now work more independently and effectively and sufficient enough to where you can, be promoted up. Once you know more, they're going to require more out of you. And it's just a pat on the back to you to want to better yourself. So again, if you want to tutor in the import entry writing, I'm your girl. I'll leave, like I said, I'll leave an email that you can email me, and let's get started on the road to being a more effective and more efficient entry writer. I look forward to hearing, the comments, or seeing the comments, not hearing, but seeing the comments in the comment section. And like I said, like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll have more information for you in upcoming videos. And let's see how we do. You take care and get on the road to better entry writing. Talk to you soon. Bye.